Right guys, welcome back to the nest. Hope you're all keeping well. Guys, that was some birthday I had. Got to manage to get to Pizza Express and it was unreal. Well, I had the party, last Saturday to celebrate. But guess the birthday dinner was just something to do with family. But anyway, we're here tonight, guys. Hope you're all really excited. Only 2 days until Christmas. I hope you're all really excited for this review. Tonight's review, it's another Disney one. I'll give you a clue what it is first. That is correct. It is Sleeping Beauty from 1959. I gotta say, I did enjoy this one. I always enjoyed the ones that Disney does. Gotta say, a lot of older films seem to be really, really well done. As you know, this is another Disney princess. I think this is the third Disney princess movie, actually. We've got Snow White the Seven Dwarfs from 1937, Cinderella from 1950, and we've got Sleeping Beauty, 1958. Princess Aurora. I gotta say, I want to say, I don't really like how Princess Aurora doesn't really have that much screen time. Like, she doesn't really speak that very much. Like, she only says about a few lines in each scene. I actually found that she has the second least part of dialogue, after Dumbo. Dumbo didn't speak at all during his film, probably because he was only a wee baby, because, all the other elephants can speak, but I don't know why Rory doesn't get that much time. Whenever she does make a sound last, it's whenever she's in her room crying just before she gets put to sleep by the spindle of a spinning wheel. Gotta say, I love how King Stefan and the Queen always got their wish. I like to see how the Queen's alive for once. The Disney Princess Mother's alive for once, and the father too. I gotta say, I do love the three fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. They give her the gift of beauty and song, but then the evil fairy, Maleficent, comes through. And she does this all because she didn't... she did this all because she wasn't invited to the birth of Aurora. Like, all because you weren't invited. You do this for revenge. You curse her to have her finger pricked on a spindle of a spinning wheel, all because you weren't invited to a party. Maybe there's something else, maybe there is a wee bit of a backstory to it, like, why she's evil, why she's got bad history with the king and queen. I don't know, they should have given her more character development, I think, with Maleficent. But at least Merryweather's gift, you only put her to sleep instead of dying, because that originally was what was going to happen. But she goes to live down in the forest as a peasant. I will have to say, I think Maleficent is really intimidating. She's got a pet crow. I think she would have picked something a bit more scary than a crow. Picked a fictional demon or something rather than an actual animal. A bird, a crow. But then again, a crow is a symbol of death, so... her minions terrify me, so they do. She's not the best leader, though. Like, she doesn't give them much detail about what they're looking for, because, they say that they've just been looking for a baby. Tell them that she's grown up. 16 years have passed. Gotta say, Aurora looks a lot older than 16. Apparently they actually based her her figure off Audrey Hepburn. That's how you do. Because I know that the other princess, they've got like round faces. Aurora's is more pointed. Like, how can I put it? More human. Like, I know I'm pointed and all. I do feel sorry for the fairies, having to take care of her all those 16 years. The thing I want to know is, given what they're like without their magic, how were they able to make her a cake beforehand? Because I know that they've obviously made birthday cakes for Aurora beforehand. Like, Fauna says she's always wanted to make a cake. And this is our last chance, but who else has made the cake? I love how Flora and Merryweather have a bad relationship. It's pink, it looks awful. That's because it's on you, dear. Savage as hell. Um, I found out the one to have the dress pink or blue. I found out that the idea where that came from, Flora and Merriweather arguing about the colour of the dress, was because when they were making Sleeping Beauty, they couldn't decide whether to make it pink or blue, so they decided to make something real into a fantasy world. Like, they decided to. Disney probably just decided, alright, we just couldn't decide, so this is what it was like for us in the movie, in IRL. And like I said, Disney was a genius. He was able to, incorporate his own ideas, into the film. He was able to show what he thought to put into the film, in his own words, into the movie. I also don't like how Prince Philip doesn't have enough lines either. I did like that. I like how, finally he's given some lines. Like the other handsome prince, they were never given lines. Well, the one in Snow White did speak a couple times, and he sang. The one Cinderella didn't. Well, no, he did speak. He spoke once, but in one scene, but that wasn't enough. But Prince Philip, Samson, no carrots. He doesn't really treat his horse with respect, does he? But it wasn't really his fault. He shouldn't have rushed him. I gotta say, Aurora is a lot similar to Snow White. I know Cinderella only specialises in talking to birds and mice, but Snow White talks to a whole range of forest animals. And that's the same with Aurora. They both speak to forest animals. I guess Disney was just running out of ideas. I do know that this was the last movie based off a fairy tale for like 30 years. Because I know that it didn't make enough money. It was like a box office flop or something. I don't know why, because I know back then people loved, like, whenever Snow White came out, people were so eager to see that. Like, it was the first feature-length colour cartoon movie. And, people loved it. Like, Snow White is a brilliant film. I do enjoy Sleeping Beauty, though not as much as Snow White. I don't know why. I think it's just because it was Disney's first time, making a feature-length movie. I found out about Prince Philip that he was actually named after the actual Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. Queen Elizabeth II. I will say, rest in peace, Prince Philip. We lost him this year, so we did. Let's not get into that anyway. Maleficent, like a lot of the Disney princess films, she actually gets what she wants. She manages to put Aurora to sleep, and she escapes. I was also really happy to find out when this was set. This is actually set in the 14th century, so what, the 1300s? Because, after all, father, it is the 14th century. I want to marry a peasant girl. I really loved the final battle with, Prince Philip and Maleficent. I thought it was really intimidating. It just shows how dangerous Maleficent is whenever she can turn herself into a big, giant black dragon. I realised that whenever he killed her, they used the same scream as the Queen did whenever she died, ah! Whenever she fell off the cliff. I remember whenever that happened to the both of them, the evil Queen and Maleficent. Whenever they fell off the cliff, I'm like, bye-bye. I don't know what it is with me watching villains fall into their deaths. It's just very satisfying. A lot of these villains do get what they deserve in the Disney movie. Well, in Pinocchio, none of them really did. Maybe the film was over. Pinocchio could have warned them about Pleasure Island. But yeah, like I said, I don't like how they didn't really give Aurora much to say and much screen time, like out of all the Disney princess, but then again, she may be named after the movie, but it's not completely all about her. It's more about how the fairies are protecting her from Maleficent. I also thought that the something I don't understand is that the fairies. I thought their magic was only meant to bring joy and happiness, but one of them managed to turn Maleficent's crow into like a stone statue. Maybe they can make exceptions. thing with Aurora and Prince Philip is they never really knew that they were betrothed to each other. But I like how, Disney decided to come around, give them that chance together. They marry. And like Fauna says, I just love happy endings. But whenever Flora sees the dress, she's like, yes, so I do. Blue! Make it pink! Make it blue. Pink! And the film ends with the dress just turning from pink to blue, and that's some way to end a movie. But yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed Sleeping Beauty. I found out that the Prince Philip's father is actually called King Hubert, and that reminds me, I want to give a shout out to my mates Corey, Josh, and Hubert. I've actually got a friend called Hubert. They're at my party on Saturday. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to the party. Hubert, you're glad to know that you're kind of named after I don't know, a Disney king? See, to be honest, I don't know who I prefer out of the two kings. I think King Hubert's a wee bit more stern. That's probably because he's known his son his whole life. But King Stephen only saw his daughter whenever he was he just had her. I don't know. Methods of parenting. Obviously, I'm not a parent, but you never know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate the views this channel is getting. I can't wait for Christmas. I hope you're all going to have a lovely Christmas. Do remember to keep yourself safe. Leave a like, a comment of what you would like to see next on this channel. Do subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next film review, which should be tomorrow probably. Maybe on Christmas Eve I might upload a video. Thankfully it's not a Disney one. It's another movie in 1959, but I'm not telling you what it is yet. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Love you all to death.